Hello, this is Jam Master Daniel 96, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the possibilities of a Solo sequel and what ideas they could do with a possible Solo sequel. And let's begin. Well, with a possible Solo sequel, like a Solo 2, which, the Resistance broadcast, they have a campaign that's been going around with the hashtag make Solo 2 happen, and they got merch and all that, so shout out to them. And with a Solo sequel, the way the movie ended, it did set up they could be possibilities, there was more story to tell with Solo. They could, tell it through a movie, a TV show, books, comics, you name it. Since Solo didn't get a good box office reception, um, that is kind of the obstacle of them ever releasing a Solo sequel in theaters. Which possibly if there was a Solo 2 movie, they could have it as a solo trilogy or a solo duology kind of thing, so they could have it there. Or the other thing, which could be the likeliest, is a solo sequel series on Disney Plus. If you do that, you could have stuff like Darth Maul in Crimson Dawn with Kira, so you could have all that stuff there. And then, where you could see, Kira meeting up with Darth Maul in the Solo sequel. And you could, or, you can also introduce the stuff with Enfys Nest and all them. You can introduce that. And I remember rumors, when Solo was coming out in theaters, them possibly doing a Lando movie. They could possibly do something like that. Or possibly if they, revisit maybe a Boba Fett centric series, they can have connections to Solo there. So they could kind of do something like that if that ever comes to fruition. Or yeah, and then we've had a Beckett prequel comic, as also in the movie Beckett dies. So really with a Solo 2 movie, I could see it being closer to the events of A New Hope. As where we could see it tie into A New Hope. And also if we even did it with a series, they could be more, you could tell more story, as where a movie you're limited. And also, plus with Darth Maul and all that, if you have to do a TV series, and then you can explain how he ends up on Malachor. So you can explain that there in a Solo sequel TV series. I just think with the TV series, you can tell more story. And with the movie, you could be more limited. So I feel like if you made a Solo, movie series, I feel like it would likely be a duology. But it would depend how closer to A New Hope a Solo 2 would be. Which pretty much sequel, you'd have it at the half, kind of couple years before New Hope. And then if you did a Solo 3, that would be closer to A New Hope. And I know in the Expanded Universe / Legends Han Solo trilogy by A.Z. Crispin, in the third book, Rebel Dawn, that ties directly into A New Hope because it ends with Han and Chewie in the cantina, which you could do that in a Solo sequel, in a movie or a TV series. So you could do stuff like that, have it end with Han and Chewie going to the cantina. And I feel like in a Solo stuff, you could, have all this stuff about Crimson Dawn. We also had the Pikes in the movie, which are the Pikes are from the Clone Wars. Maybe, in a Solo sequel, we can introduce the Black Sun. And maybe we could bring Prince Xizor back into canon. So we could, see stuff like that. And then also in a Solo sequel movie or TV series, maybe they could even make Dash Rendar canon again. So, I mean, that could be another good possibility sequel there. And then, you can even introduce Boba Fett in the show and have Jabba the Hutt in the show. I mean, because, you can have that stuff there. And I mean, there are a lot of good possibilities. And I also did mention they could do all Enfys Nest stuff in there. And then, as with I know a lot of people would want to see the Darth Maul stuff, and then have the stuff with Kira. So I mean, or if, in case I mean, you can even do like separate Disney Plus series on each of the characters. Like you can have a solo series on Disney Plus, like about Han and Chewie, adventures after Solo. You could do a Crimson Dawn Disney Plus series. You can do a Enfys Nest Disney Plus series, and then you can even do a Lando Disney Plus series. I mean, so you can even have each character gets its multiple Disney Plus TV series. I mean, because I think that's even going to be one of the big focuses with the future of Star Wars going forward is the Disney Plus series, and I think they could even take the opportunity of fleshing out some, stuff from Solo. And that's pretty much all I gotta say with this video. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think down below. And would you be interested in a Solo 2 or a Solo Disney Plus series, and maybe a Solo spin-off series with all the other characters? And let me know in the comments down below. And I'll catch you guys next time with another video. Bye.